It's time to wake up, guys, because it's time to watch a new video. First of all, I want to tell you all thanks for big activity on the last video. It's really given me a reason to make a content for you. For this video, almost all members from Kindred Blade's server making a big Prince of Persia Iceberg. We collect almost all interesting things and MIFs for this game, so I hope you all enjoy this video. I almost don't forget, join to our Kindred Blade server or to my Discord server. There you can talk with Pop Tutorials and any other members. The Forgotten Sands is set between Sands of Time and Warrior Within. The Forgotten Sands plays only a couple months after Sands of Time and just before Battles of Prince of Persia. Battles of Prince of Persia is a DS game which gave us more story related to Prince in Warrior Within, showing us how he became so battle-hardened and serious. In community, some people joking that Prince from Two Thrones looking like a pigeon, all what you need just to compare Prince from Warrior Within and from Two Thrones. If someone didn't know about that, Prince have a best friend called Farzad. In YouTube we can find a video where Farzad and Prince fighting with keepers on the island of Time, but keepers killing Farzad. Unfortunately, I don't know when they become friends, maybe from childhood, or maybe during fight. If you ask me why I added this to the Iceberg, I will tell you. You see, some people think that all the music in Warrior Within was written by Godsmack, but it was actually written by Stuart Chatwood. People just associate the music from Warrior Within with Godsmack. In Warrior Within we have a secret weapon, a teddy bear, which can heal Prince by hitting with that enemies. We can find this secret weapon in Mechanical Tower in past. We can't broke this weapon, and it has a not bad damage. In Two Thrones, Prince saving a people from Klompa, Buring mastery, and this is good because he's starting to realize that saving people is still important. Prince was voiced by Yuri, then he was voiced by Robin in Warrior Within, and then again changed back to Yuri in the Two Thrones. When we collected too much sand credits, we can open some kind of funny videos with Prince in Two Thrones. It's not long video, but this is funny. Prince of Persia Zero was a cancelled video game which was meant to be set in Egypt. The project later turned into what's known as Osiris, which also got cancelled. It's believed the assets went into Assassin's Creed Origins. In Warrior Within there were 3 different princes. The first prince is the Sand Wraith, which we see at the start. This prince dies to the Dahaka before we fight Kaelina. The second prince is us. We come in and observe the actions of Sand Wraith, which helps us understand what to do when Dahaka comes to kill us. The third prince is the prince we see when we are Sand Wraith. Sadly, this prince dies to Dahaka as he doesn't know what will happen like we do. In Warrior Within, we could have an old man as advisor. He should help us to solving the quests and just showing the right way. But unfortunately, in final release, we don't have him, but this idea was really good. When Prince of Persia 3 was announced at E3 2005, the trailer of the game showed a slightly different story to the one we received. The gameplay was also more noticeable, darker, and character designs were different. This version of the game is described as Kindred Blades, as that is the working title Yanis Malat came up with at the time. In New Zealand, we can find a Prince of Persia restaurant. This is located in 104 Riccarton Road, Christchurch, New Zealand 8032. They even have their own Instagram account. I leave the link below video. Prince of Persia Assassins is a cancelled game which we played for Prince but Assassin. This game was closed very quickly, but you still can find a footage of video. Exactly, this game was remade and called our popular Assassin's Creed. I placed that my fiche to Iceberg because it's kind of interesting, but you need to understand something. You see, Anahitas, it's just a Farah but with changed name and Dezay, And I don't trust things like that because in my latest video I told you why, so I can't tell something about that mife. Dahaka's blood is a potion which increases the prince's strength and ferocity in battle. We can find this potion only in Prince of Persia 3D. The Maharaja journeyed to the island of time to discover the artifacts of time. Whilst he was there, his whole army was slain. However, he discovers the mask of the sand wraith which allowed him to go back in time to save his army. What is interesting is that this Maharaja is actually the father of Farah, which is how Farah knows so much about the artifacts of time, because her father probably taught her all about it. After 7 years running from Dahaka and death of his best friend, killing his father in other timeline, Prince have a total depression. Yes, he changed timeline, but scars on his soul still hurting. We can just imagine how hard that for Prince, but we already know how it ended. When we're running from Dahaka, we have a chance to hear how scared is Prince. I think it's kind of rare sound, but this is still showing how our Prince is scared. Crowmaster is a very interesting creature which have his own mind and honor. I just want to show you a video where this explained more detailed.
Crowmaster will not hit the prince if he's down. This is to symbolize the Crowmaster's honorable nature. After Prince stays down, the Crowmaster will just move around and will stare down at the Prince, waiting for him to get back up and continue their fight.
When we watch this video, we can understand one thing. That a Crowmaster isn't just a sand monster creature, he is something more, but storyline didn't tell anything about him. In Two Thrones, Sand Guardians have a very special amulet, which can summon a sand monsters and heal himself with the sands of time. But what if this amulet have a powers? Because I think the creator of those amulets is Vizier. We never could know that. In the E3 announcement of Prince of Persia Warrior Within, we see many gameplay changes. We see that Prince was using his Sands of Time moveset and was able to use the power of haste. In battles of Prince of Persia, Dahaka finding the prince in first time, and he was ready to kill Prince, but Darius saved Prince from Dahaka. Fun fact, in Warrior Within we have a combo which called a Darius Rage. After Grand Rewind, Prince changed the timeline and then Dahaka start to hunting for Prince. And it doesn't matter where is going Prince, in Babylon, on Island of Time, or in other places on planet, Dahaka can find Prince there. But the problem is, Prince can't just sleep, because if he's trying to sleep then he can die. Just imagine you can't sleep normally for 7 years, because a terrible beast is want to kill you. When you play the game and run from Dahaka, you can listen this voice lines.
It ends for you the same as all who seek to change their fate. All who have come before you have fallen.
You see, Dahaka have a other victim before Prince, but there is one problem: we even don't know who is it. Maybe in Warrior Within Remake we could know more about it. We could just imagine about Dahaka victims. Maybe that was someone who also opened the Sands of Time, we never can know that. Prince's mother was a queen of Basra. When this city was defeated and destroyed by armies of darkness, Prince's mother placed the prince in a wooden cradle and placed it in a mound that led to a river, giving him a chance to live. Soon after, as the city fell, the king and queen were killed, King's sword remaining in the ruined palace's throne room. When Prince put everything back to normal in Sands of Time, he started living to normal life, but how he thinking? After that, he meet in the first time a Dahaka, the guardian of timeline, which come to kill Prince. Prince just away from him, but that beast was unstoppable. He finding Prince in Babylon, forests, and even while fighting with other kingdoms, and this has continued 7 years. In game, we have a cut Prince's dialogues which showing how Prince is scared actually. This quotes just give a Prince more humanity, I think, but this is still scared. Let's listen to this quotes more detailed.
With this mask in my possession, all that remains is for me to return to the throne room and confront the Empress. But as with everything on this island, I suspect this is easier said than done. Time runs low. I must hurry. This feels oddly familiar. The hour of my death approaches. But I will not face my fate lying down. I will fight! Shadi must have collapsed the stone bridge.
That's even not all quotes what you can hear. We can find more voice lines of Prince. I dropped file in Discord server. You check it there. In Warrior Within, we can find a torture tools in Sacrificial Altar. That is supposed to be for people who was be captured on Island of Time. This was they price for exploring the island. On YouTube, we can find a Warrior Within trailer but for iPhone version. Let's watch this short video. Warrior Within iPhone trailer was more bloody and scary, showing us a more brutally Prince. I don't have any special about this trailer, so we keep going next. The original Sand Wraith was actually a servant of the Empress. This was a prince from another timeline which fell for her temptation. We can see this in the Java port by Gameloft and Score magazine. In Sands of Time, when Prince finding the Farah, he jumped down to help her defeat the Sands monsters. But when Prince seeing sand monsters, he saw his father but infected with the Sands. Prince was fighting with his own father and killed him with his own hands. In internet and from other sources we can find a theory, like in Kindred Blades we should have a boss fight with our friend Farzad. This is just a theory, not a completely true, so don't take attention about that. In Catacombs we can find a Maharaja doppelganger dead body which is telling us that original Maharaja can change his fate. That's a very detailed and interesting thing. Well, I actually can show that but with blur because YouTube just blocked me, so I don't want to showing that. This just a local meme in Kindred Blades server. Back when Warrior Within came out, a lot of gamers got a glitch where they would transform into Sand Wraith by accident very early into the game. Gamers went to the Ubisoft forums and gave him the nickname the Maggot Man since they didn't understand who he was. In this video I remember about Mask of Sand Wraith many times, but now I want to tell you about Mask. Someone thinking that Mask of Sand Wraith just a Sands of Time artifact. Mask of Sand Wraith is something more and powerful than we can expect. And the interesting that Kylina didn't creating a mask and we don't know nothing how it was created. Maybe Mask of Sand Wraith was created by ancient gods or something like that. Everyone can use the Mask of Sand Wraith, but there is one rule about it: if you want to put Mask off the face, your copy should die, and you take his place. The first user of the mask was a Maharaja. In this art from Pup Tutorials we can see a prince which cut his infected arm. This art may be showing another way to loose Dark Prince in Prince's soul and body. In one CGI cutscene we can see how Farzad fighting with Keepers and later Prince also join in to fight. Everything going normal, they protect and attack Keepers until Prince see how Keepers killing Farzad. We can understand Prince, that was hard for him. He lost his only best friend and he stay really alone. This theory might be hard to understand, but I will try to explain it. The sense of that theory is in every timeline we have a doomed Babylon with a fighting people and killed civilians. It doesn't matter what you do, kill Kylina or not, we're still going to have a timeline where Babylon is doomed and burning. No matter how hard Prince is going to try, he's still doomed. This my heath is kinda interesting because I always have questions like why Prince should get some problems like that. He even didn't do something really bad. I want to tell you that Prince was cursed from his birth. Look, he lose his mother, opened the sands of time, doomed all people in Azad, include his father, lose his love of the life. But even this still don't enough for him. He make a grand rewind and after that Dahaka start haunting for Prince 7 years. He lose his best friend while fight Lusa Kailinina find his father dead. This is very scary actual, and even I don't know why he deserves too much pain in this world. In this picture we see a dead prince, but with a Sands of Time model. I think it should be like a death screen when we're dying from sand monsters or from other things. Fun fact, on the beach of the Island of Time we can find a torso of dead prince in cage. When we visit the Island of Time prison, we can hear a very special sound, a screaming of people in prison. Let's just hear this sounds. After listening to this sounds, we can tell that many people's trying to capture the Island of Time, but someone died or transformated to sand monsters. Other people just dying in Island of Time's prison, and we can hearing their painful screaming. In the Instagram we could find account which making a posts about Prince of Persia. There we find a post about Rostam killed Dahaka, but there is one problem. You see, Rostam didn't kill Dahaka, he trapped him with one condition: Dahaka don't must touch water or use it. For now this account was deleted, but some information still existing in Kindred Blade's server. Maybe this was the first victim of Dahaka. Pop 3D released too early because Broderbund went through bankruptcy and forced the game to release too early. You already know Pop 3 Casablanca and such. Pop 08 had its development change halfway through, meaning a lot of ideas had to be cut and the story suffered because of it. But Pop the Forgotten Sands only have 9 months of development because they needed to release the game alongside the Sands of Time movie. And that's the end of video. If you watched it full, already thanks for that. This video was very hard to editing, so I hope you can leave a comment and subscribe to my channel for more Prince of Persia content. At the end, I leave a words in this video which you can combinate and get a secret word. Who can find that secret word? I like your comment. That's all for today. Here is credits to all who helped me with video.